Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are in the world. This is Catania Alvin, and today is Brexit Day. At 11 o'clock tonight, my friend and I are going out to celebrate with some fish and chips, and I'm going to have a half a pint. So it's a really great day for the United Kingdom, the people of the United Kingdom, and a great day that they've claimed back their sovereignty. And Nigel Farage, Farage's final EU parliamentary speech, he has been the driving force behind really pushing us, the United Kingdom, leaving the EU, the European Union. Now, most of the people perhaps I'm speaking to will know clearly what the EU are, but some of them will not. They're really representing the bankers. And as I've said, that the EU was the central hub, that was the beginning of the one world government, the globalists, and I call it the one world satanic order. You just have to look behind the curtains if you do research, and don't use Google because they mess with the algorithms. Go and use Startpage or use DuckDuckGo, even better. And you will really see what the European Union stood for and its origins. So this is a great day, and even the moaning Remainers will at a later stage, I think, wake up to realise the evil that we have extracted ourselves from. Now, the British Parliament have their faults and the parliamentarians have had their faults, but I really see a big, big change. So if we open this...
Thank you, Mr. Farage, for 4 minutes.
So this is it, the final chapter, the end of the road. A 47-year political experiment that the British, frankly, have never been very happy with. My mother and father signed up to a common market, not to a political union, not to flags, anthems, presidents, and now you even want your own army. For me, it's been 27 years of campaigning and over 20 years here in this Parliament. I'm not particularly happy with the agreement we're being asked to vote on tonight, but Boris has been remarkably bold in the last few months, and Ms von der Leyen, he's made it clear, he's promised us there'll be no level playing field, and on that basis I wish him every success in the next round of negotiations, I really do. But the most significant point is this: what happens at 11 p.m. this Friday, the 31st of January 2020,
that's tonight,
marks the point of no return. Once we've left, we are never coming back, and the rest, frankly, is detail. We're going, we will be gone. And that should be the summit of my own political ambitions. I walked in here, as I've said before, you all thought it was terribly funny. You stopped laughing in 2016. But my view has changed of Europe since I joined. In 2005, I saw the constitution that had been drafted by Giscard and others. I saw it rejected by the French in a referendum. I saw it rejected by the Dutch in a referendum, and I saw you in these institutions ignore them, bring it back as a Lisbon Treaty, and boast you could ram it through without there being referendums. Well, the Irish did have a vote and did say no and were forced to vote again. You're very good at making people vote again, but what we've proved is the British are too big to bully, thank goodness.
He has a remarkable talent, in my opinion, and many other people's opinions, of actually really succinctly bringing the points to notice. He speaks, I think, extraordinarily well.
So I became an outright opponent of the entire European project. I want Brexit to start a debate across the rest of Europe. What do we want from Europe? If we want trade, friendship, cooperation, reciprocity, we don't need a European Commission. We don't need a European court. We don't need these institutions and all of this power. And I can promise you, both in UKIP and indeed in the Brexit Party, we love Europe. We just hate the European Union.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that. So I'm hoping this begins the end of this project. It's a bad project. It isn't just undemocratic, it's anti-democratic, and it puts in that front row. It gives people power without accountability. People who cannot be held to account by the electorate. And that is an unacceptable structure. Indeed, there's an historic battle going on now across the West, in Europe, America, and elsewhere. It is globalism against populism.
Exactly. And what globalism was, and this centre, this European Union has become, and with obviously the intentions were to bring it as being the central hub of the satanic one world government, the one world order. That is what it is. And thank God for people like the 17.4 million people that voted on that referendum, and Nigel Farage for all his effort and energy to awaken the realization of the people of Britain that then they voted.
And you may loathe populism, but I tell you a funny thing, it's becoming very popular. And
It sure is. And nationalism.
it has great benefits. No more financial contributions, no more European Court of Justice, no more common fisheries policy, no more being talked down to, no more being bullied, no more Guy Verhofstadt. I mean, what's not to like? I know you're going to miss us. I know you want to ban our national flags, but we're going to wave you goodbye, and we'll look forward in the future to working with you as sovereign.
And there they cut him off. Interesting. And that's what they've done to every country. They have destroyed their economics, every country in the EU. The intention was to destroy their economies. So they became voiceless.
If you disobey the rules, you get cut off.
Exactly. If you disobey the rules, you'll get cut off. Ah.
Could we please remove the flags?
Mm.
Mr. Farage, could we remove the flags, please?
That's it. It's all over. Finished. Gone.
Could I please ask for quiet?
Oh, she looked furious.
I'm really... Please sit down, resume your seats, put your flags away, you're leaving, and take them with you if you are leaving now.
Now, from that, I'll put the link in the description box. I'm going to bring up the Sun newspaper have done a brilliant Juncker's weirdest moments. And again, it'll go into the description box. When you think that this is the nature of the people that are in such positions of power. Look. I think they've just done a repeat there. I don't think he actually hit him 3 times.
A lot of things have been written and said about you. We're told that you like a drink and you're a smoker, and I even read that you drink endless cups of black coffee. We couldn't care less. We're not interested. We've even seen... Do you have a cigarette? Well, actually, it's funny you should say that.
Now watch him here. Oh dear. Now, is he on drugs? Has he been drinking? And what is all this about? That's Macron. The Rothschilds banking boy. And look, they've got this dear young girl. Oh dear. Oh dear. Whoops. Now they have to guide Juncker down the steps. Now this is the nature of the people, or a individual, that is in a high position in the EU, the European Union. Is that really the quality of the people that we expect to be in those high positions? He's absolutely stoned. That means drunk. Or something, can't even walk properly. I mean, he's behaving like a child. Maybe he's got back into his childhood years, you know. That's May talking with him. If we realise just how much money has been spent by the... Oh. Well, really, good for the Sun for doing that. Good for the Sun for doing that. That's really quite an extraordinary video. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. Here we are, European Parliament insults British people. I don't really think we want that at the moment. Let's see what we've got here. This is the announcement. Boris Johnson's Brexit bill becomes law as Queen gives royal assent. I've rather gone backwards, but this was on June the 23rd. So this is our Speaker of the House, a new one, thank goodness.
Order. Order. Royal Assent. I have to notify the House, in accordance with the Royal Assent Act 1967, that Her Majesty has signified her royal assent to the following Act. European Union Withdrawal Agreement, Act 2020. Order, order. Point of order, Mr. Blackford.
Wonderful. Now, this was done on the 29th. So, and this is by Maya Tutsi. EU judges demand control over UK post-Brexit.
The EU judges want to control the UK after Brexit. Boris Johnson and Donald Trump could impose extensive tariffs on the EU. And we talk about Friday's Brexit celebrations. Everyone, welcome to another show. We have 2 days to go to Brexit. As you know, over the last few days we've been trying to find memes to show.
Well, remember, today is Brexit, so this was 2 days ago.
The Remainers celebrating Brexit. Today we have Emily Thornberry. Now we have some serious news today because the European Union, as you might have heard over the last couple of weeks, they've been coming up with some demands. First, they demanded us to have an extension of the transition period, and Boris Johnson said no. Then they said they want to have access to our fisheries for 25 years. Government said no. And there's a new demand. They want the ECJ, the European Court of Justice, and the EU judges to have full say over the UK's affairs even after Brexit. Because their argument is that even with a trade deal, we want this trade deal for the European Court of Justice to be the judge and be the referee between the two sides. Now this makes absolutely no sense because the ECJ is not an independent body between the EU and the UK. It's basically as a referee that's coming from one side. It's a very one-sided affair. Now we have to kind of follow up on this because we have the government actually already kicking off. So the European Court of Justice have now said that this is the only way we can do it. We will be the referee between the two sides after a trade deal. Now the former Brexit minister David Jones has said that you would be having disputes arbitrated by the court of one of the parties, and it is a court that has got a political function, which is to advance the interests of the European Union.
God bless everyone. Talk with you again soon. Bye bye.